Hi guys, Debbie with Wrestling in 60 Seconds here. This is your AEW Revolution media briefing. And I'm sorry it's taken me so long to upload this. Deborah had a procedure at the Mayo Hospital in Jacksonville yesterday, and she's had complications. So hot mess Deborah. She's okay. She's not in the hospital, but she's had some issues. And anyway, this media briefing I was not too impressed with, because Tony talked about a lot about the Revolution history, how 3 years ago it started at Daly's Place, which, by the way, we were there, and how last year at the same time he had announced to the world that he had bought ROH, and he talked about like the history of it. There were questions asked. One of the questions asked was about the house shows. You know, that back in the beginning he had a smaller roster. As the roster grew, you know, they had more, they were able to do more shows. But Tony said, which I thought was kind of interesting, he explained that the bulk of their revenue at AEW is TV wrestling and pay-per-view specials, and running house shows is very challenging. They're in the process of developing more house shows to follow, and the majority of the roster want to work on these house shows, which is great. Someone asked about the ROH roster, you know, if those wrestlers wanted to or had opportunities to do TV shows, movies, would he be okay with that? And he said that he is okay with anything that would be good for them and the company. You know, he doesn't want anything like negativity, of course. Adding to that, he said that someone had asked him a question about Adam Cole and the fact that Adam Cole was not in Revolution. Well, they talked to his doctors and his trainers, and they thought by putting him in Revolution, it was just a little too soon. And so, honestly, what's going to happen, according to Tony, is that the night that All Access premieres, which is going to be about Adam Cole and Britt Baker and how he got ready to do his match, which is going, his next match back is going to be just before All Access. So that's going to be pretty cool, where we can see that transitioning and how hard he's worked to get to where he got to come back. The other thing that he mentioned Eddie Kingston, and I really think that this is just a storyline about Eddie Kingston quitting AEW, because he said that he's talked to Eddie and to stay tuned to the wrestling business. I think basically, yeah, he quit AEW to go to ROH, and I think for Eddie Kingston, it's probably a better fit for him than AEW is. Because we saw him at the ROH tapings, which is, you know, we didn't go to the Friday night, we went to the Sundays, and he did shows there. In fact, if you haven't seen my blog on that, one of the things Eddie Kingston does is that he does his match. I don't even remember who he wrestles, but he gets done, and Claudio Castagnoli is at ringside behind the barricade, and he's drinking like a Coke, and he's in this white dress shirt, and Eddie snatches the Coke out of his hand and just throws the Coke, not the bottle, the Coke all over his white shirt. We could not hear the conversation because the crowd was just going crazy. So I kind of knew that something wasn't right. Anyway, so I really think that was just a storyline. Tony also said that he has not done the pre-show lineup. yet. And additional matches may be added. However, with MJF and Bryan Danielson doing the 60-minute match, he had to cut back on the amount of matches that they were going to have at that pay-per-view. And someone asked him, why did he feel like this was the time for the 60-minute match? And he said that, it just felt right. They've done so many different types of matches. It just seemed like both of those are, really good trainer. I don't want to say good trainers, but they train a lot. And that they both could handle doing a 60-minute match if it got to that point. I want to thank you for watching, having patience with us, and until next time, I will be giving you the card matches. Like I said, Tony hasn't decided on the pre-show matches yet. That is still to come. And have a blessed day, and thank you for watching. Bye.